Hey, everybody, we're back with our friend Keegan-Michael Key. Now, where in this moment do you choose to channel your energy and your efforts? Because people want to do something,
Yeah.
but part of the frustration is what do you do? What is appropriate to do and what is fruitful to do? Like, what are you trying to do right now?
Right now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find what keeps coming to mind for me is that, as I mentioned before, the frustration that people are feeling, the anger people are feeling, is a manifestation of a systemic problem. And and so I'm trying to figure out how do we cut into the system. And the way I think that we do that is by supporting organizations that do things like criminal justice reform and voter rights reform and voting reform, things that will actually where you could replace somebody with a person who wants to abide by the law or wants to use the law to help all of the citizens of the nation, so that dream, that American dream, is applying to everybody. So I think about organizations like RFK Human Rights or whenweallvote.org. Um, um, there's a neat organization called Run for Something that helps support young people, like young people in their 20s and 30s, running for local office, which I think is going to be something that's very important very soon. That the down ballot candidates are just as important and essential to our livelihood and us enjoying it as the people at the top, as the rock stars in the
Sure.
Senate and the House
Sure.
and presidency. So I support. I've been trying to put my energy toward those things, and then also the other thing I've been trying to put my energy towards, Stephen, is how can we, are there organizations that help us on what I would call the seed level or the source level? Are there organizations that help us, like teaching children how to have self-worth and self-esteem, so that they would never, so that they get to a place where they know that they have a choice, and they have a choice other than, I'm going to push somebody else down or oppress somebody else to make myself feel better. Can we just make them feel good in the first place? And then that way kids will be, that they'll be growing up with that as an option in their lives. There's something I've seen on social media recently that's been really uh, um, really lovely and making my heart feel warm. Is there's just a small video of a little white toddler and a little black toddler running toward each other and hugging.
Sure. I know that one.
You know the one?
I know
Yeah.
that one. That's beautiful.
Got
That's
it on. I got
beautiful.
it on a regular loop because I'm trying to infuse myself with images like that, and I want those two little boys to be friends for a long, long time. And so I'm also trying to find ways to put effort and energy into that. To If we look inside ourselves and see our own value, then maybe that could help mitigate some of this. You know?
Well, you know, with coronavirus still raging,
Yep. Yeah.
people at home frustrated, isolated, protests in the streets, the scourge of ongoing systemic racism. People still, Keegan, they still need a break, from their troubles. Often, like at 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, they need
Mhm.
this break. Is there anything you might recommend them they watch?
If they happen to be scrolling through the guide as they're taking this break, and they're anywhere near CBS, there's a little show called Game On that they might want to watch.
Which has
And
already premiered and done quite well, I understand.
did quite well last week, premiered, won the day, and
Wow.
had very good ratings. And so people might want to tune in, explore this
Sure.
wonderful challenge-based show
And it's
that
you and Gronk and
Gronk and Venus Williams.
Venus Williams, yeah?
And the show has the show has two teams that are competing against each other, and it's super fun, and everyone's having a great time, and just it's a moment for a little bit of escapism if people want to do it. So the
And
shows,
I don't want to give anything away, but you flip a monster truck.
I do flip a monster truck. I
And
actually do it. Yeah.
and I think that's a metaphor for how all of us are feeling right now. We're
Yeah, right.
upside down in a flipped monster truck, and we just want somebody to come along
And
and
just
attach a backhoe to it to put it back on its feet.
I put it right side up. Just put it right side up.
Well, Keegan, thanks for being here, man.
Thank you, Stephen. I
Lovely
appreciate
to
it.
see you again, you beautiful, beautiful man.
Look who's talking. Likewise.
Game On airs Wednesday nights at 8 on CBS. Keegan-Michael Key, everybody. Thank you, Keegan. We'll be right back with author and head of the Robin Hood Foundation, Wes Moore.